Before you eat outside, watch this video and you will see what is happening. In the small town of Mbaba community, people lived their lives peacefully and went about their normal business. There was this beautiful lady called Chioma. She was a well-known food seller in town, the kind that once you taste her food, you will never forget it. Her food was so sweet that even people who lived far away would come all the way just to eat from her hand. People used to say, if you eat Chioma's food once, you will lick your fingers and ask for more. She was not only good at cooking, she was also very beautiful and attractive. Thick body, full hips, and that kind of smile that makes people forget their problems. Even married men couldn't resist stopping by her stand. Chioma baby, a beg give me rice and stew with that your special meat oh, one of her regular customers would say every morning. Uncle, how meat take become special? Chioma would laugh. Because day come from you now, he would reply winking. Then she'd smile and shake her head. Just pay your money and stop to use mouth deceive me. A beg keep the change jar, he'd say, walking away like a happy man. Every morning, Chioma woke up before sunrise. She would sweep her small kitchen, light her gas and sometimes cook with firewood. The aroma that used to come out from her house alone was enough to wake neighbors. But what people didn't know was that Chioma had a dark secret. Before she started cooking, she would lock her door, squat over the pot, and urinate inside before mixing it with her food. That was her charm. She believed it made people love her food, and truly, everyone who tasted it always came back for more. She told herself, as long as this thing keeps bringing customers, I don't care. After all, business is business. By 9 a.m., Chioma would push her local rolling truck out to the street. She always wore a big hat and tight jeans that showed her curves. Once she appeared, people started rushing her food like ants to sugar. Even construction workers would drop their tools once they heard her shouting, "Come and buy your hot rice and stew, sweet jollof rice, fresh beans and plantain." She would sell everything within 2 hours. Sometimes even before other sellers finished setting up, Chioma had already sold out. That day, she went home singing, "God is good oh, today business makes sense die." But deep down she knew her God wasn't the one making it happen. Other food sellers began to notice the difference. Their customers had reduced. Even the ones that used to be loyal now preferred Chioma's food. One of them, a woman called Mama Cook Well, became very angry. She had been in the food business for over 15 years. People used to call her Mama Cook Well, because of how delicious her meals were. But ever since Chioma arrived, business went down. "Mama Cook Well," one woman said. "This Chioma girl not charm she dey use oh." Mama Cook Well hissed. "I go find out. I no go let this small girl disgrace me for this street. I've been here for years." Chioma became so popular that even people from offices and schools started calling her to supply food. Some men even followed her home pretending to want food, just to ask her out. "Chioma baby, I no fit lie, your food day make my heart melt," one young man said one afternoon. She smiled. "Na the food abi na me?" "Both na the same thing," he replied laughing. Chioma just laughed and said, "If you no buy food, a beg shift make another person buy." Even married men started spending extra money just to see her smile. Chioma's next-door neighbor Ifioma began to notice strange things. Every morning before Chioma cooked, she would hear the sound of water pouring but no tap running. She wondered, is she fetching water from inside the house? One morning she decided to peep through the small window. What she saw shocked her. Chioma was urinating directly into the pot. Ifioma screamed quietly and covered her mouth. Jesus! So this is what she's been doing. She wanted to expose her immediately, but she was scared. Chioma was loved by everybody, and no one would believe her. So she kept quiet and told Mama Cook Well instead. Mama Cook Well came up with a plan. "We must catch her red-handed. Nobody go say we lie." That evening they followed Chioma quietly. When Chioma locked her door and started cooking, they sneaked to her window and recorded everything with a phone. True to their suspicion, Chioma squatted and urinated into the pot again. "Got you!" Mama Cook well whispered. The next morning, Chioma came out as usual shouting, "Come and buy your delicious meal here. Fresh food for your soul." But the street was silent. Nobody came out. Even the construction workers that used to run down at her voice didn't move. "What is happening today?" she murmured. "Maybe rain won't fall." She pushed her truck to the construction site, but as she reached there, people began shouting, "Evil woman! Witch! You day cook with your urine! Abomination!" Chioma froze. "Wait, what are you people saying? Shut up! We don't see your video for Facebook. You be wicked person!" one of the workers shouted. Before she could say anything, they started throwing stones at her. She screamed and ran away, leaving her food behind. They destroyed her truck completely. That evening, Mama Cook came to Chioma's house with other food sellers. They were clapping and shouting, "We don't catch the witch." Chioma came out crying, "Please stop shouting. You people should leave my compound." Mama Cook raised her phone. "You think say we no get proof. Look." She played the video, and there it was clear as day, Chioma squatting and urinating inside her pot. Chioma's legs became weak. "Oh my God, how did you get this?" she whispered. "So this is what you have been feeding us with. You think you're smart, ABI. God go punish you." They all shouted and left her house. Chioma sat down on the floor crying uncontrollably. By the next day, her story was everywhere. People shared the video online. "Beautiful food seller caught cooking with her urine," the headlines read. Her life was finished. Nobody wanted to see her again. She couldn't step out because people would insult her in the street. She cried every night, regretting her actions. "If I had just cooked normal food, people would have still loved me," she said to herself. "But greed and wickedness pushed me." Her house rent expired, and she had no money to renew it. Her customers turned their backs. One day, she packed her things and quietly left town. Nobody saw her again. Moral lesson: no evil secret lasts forever. You may think you are smart, but life has a way of exposing every hidden thing. Do not use evil to gain success. It might work for a while, but when it backfires, it will destroy everything you built. True blessing comes from honesty and hard work.